Hey everyone, how are we all doing tonight? Hope you're doing well as always. I have no clue if the YouTube simulcast will work or not. I did see a couple of problems with my computer when I was playing with it last night and also this morning when I was doing some editing. It's like the control and shift keys and the alt keys weren't working correctly and I don't understand why. I've just rebooted before starting the stream and getting YouTube up and running did take a little while. Thank you for that, appreciate that. One moment. That's better. The controller's probably going to die during this session. I did click start streaming and the stream elements multi-streaming thingamajig would not come up, so I did need 2 goes at it. Hopefully we are good. I don't know if we are or not. I don't know if it's going to cut out like it did last night. And reality is I'm not going to know until much later, I guess. Alright, so we're starting chapter 5 tonight. We do not have any scarabs on this chapter. We do have an ambush though, I've seen that much. And yeah, I've seen that this platinum is going to be an absolute mother. That is a technical term. So yeah, we'll see how we go, but I might give up on this maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Now though, we need to play as Rachel and we need to figure out how to use this Warhammer. Chapter 5, The Fiend Hunter. I've already read this. Searching for the whereabouts of her twin sister, Rachel the Fiend Hunter heads alone to the Dwarku Monastery. She senses the presence of fiends lurking in the shadows. Her heavy attack does work. Yeah, I think I might have skipped that battle unfortunately because I saved before I killed them, if that makes any sense. And that's why we have 0 karma. Projectile is that button there. Oi. Do you want to hit that thing, please? The angle on that is really weird. Alright, so where are we? We started on the left-hand side there. We've come down this corridor on the left, down the bottom. And we're now looking at this little back alley. And then that's going to take us to the main gate. Taking so much damage already. I'm so bad at this game. Monastery Plaza. Anyone else? That's a yes. I'm not even bothering with light attacks at the moment. I imagine this will be shut. The door is locked. Yeah, no scarabs on this chapter, but we do have an ambush. Alright, I assume we're going up those stairs. We came from that direction. I can also upgrade the Warhammer. I can purchase stuff. Her stuff is cheaper. Earrings of the Sun and Moon. Yellow Essence Absorption. Interesting. Oh, that's huge. We can get UTs quicker. Key power build-up? I didn't think that was actually possible. I thought you could only increase that with potions. Interesting. Unfortunately, I'm poor. Oh. Yeah, controlling her is very awkward. It feels like the only real move I've got is to dodge like that, and then immediately counter-attack with a heavy like that. It's one hit kill when I can pull it off though. Learning how to play. The Dwarku Monastery Key, I can't imagine what that does. I'll go into the inventory and check. So we're near the bridge. We're not. The drawbridge is up on the top right there. I think we've been on the opposite side of that. We have tracks opposite us. There's no way through there though, correct? The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side. I suppose I'd better heal. Uh-oh. Beans! Okay, these ones do not go down in one hit. Here's a couple of light attacks here. More spawning. Yeah, if I get the dodge, I should go for a... Oh, wow. I'm so bad at this. The worst part about this is I don't remember the game being that hard on PS3, but then again, I was much younger when I played it on the PS3. Is that like a grab move that can push him up into the air if I just keep hitting light attack? It is. It's sort of like we do a kick with a light attack, and then we follow them up. But that's the launch, and then we go straight up and bring them back down. Kinda cool. We've used the Dwarku Monastery Key. I forgot to check what it looked like in the inventory. We'll never know. That had important lore implications, and I just completely skipped it. Hey, fellas. Damn. These things are fast. There's so many of them. Got the UT and then had to block it. I should know that block was automatic. Never mind. That wasn't my fault. That was hero mode's fault. If it had just let me play the game normally, I would be dead. And honestly, that would be preferable to how I'm playing right now. We can go inside the monastery. If that's a cutscene, if I can't go back out, I'll load. That's a very long load screen. Yeah, I'll use that. Another vendor? I've got to admit I have no memory of this at all. Same stuff? Pretty much. I feel I should be able to get up there. She doesn't have a wall run like you, but she has something. I'm controlling her feels like using a broken remote control for a TV, or a partially working remote control for a TV. It just doesn't feel good. Take that. Decent range on that thing once it's charged up, and if I lose it like that, then I can't keep the combo going. This is the ambush, I just realized. So I'm probably going to die here. Unfortunately, hero mode is helping me here. Like, I'm trying to get used to use my words. I'm trying to get used to the timing of how to get this to work, but unfortunately, because of the way hero mode works, it is interrupting me. And we've lost that now, so I need to heal, otherwise I'm going to die. If I whiff the attack, I'm in a world of hurt. Really? Pops out and immediately attacks. And I get that's pretty much how fiends work, but man. Whatever, guys. Something nice, I hope. I mean, it's essential that I do those for the trophies and whatnot, but man. I'm not doing well. Long flowing blonde. What is a long flowing blonde? And how do I put it? Melee weapons, polluted towel, that weird thing we don't have any sorceries. Valuables, I still got that. The key to the main entrance of the Dwoku Monastery. Lose my voice. Earrings, hairstyle. Rachel traditional blonde. Long flowing blonde. Does it do anything? I don't know, but I'll go with that, but honestly that's not much of an improvement. Let's go back over here. Hopefully we don't get amber. Oh, fuck. I was going to say hopefully we don't get ambushed because I have no health. So that worked out in my favor. Alright, so I'm glad I checked that. The corpse of a ninja, we've read that. What's he holding? He's holding an elixir, which I desperately need. Let's make a save, because I don't want to do that again. And with respect to collectibles, that should be it for this chapter. I think. My voice is weak tonight. Nothing there. We are in the auto hall. Yeah, I've got no memories of this whatsoever. Unless we fight Alma here and I've repressed that memory, perhaps. One down. Which means I can do that. And maybe it'll work. Maybe not. Got us. A miracle has occurred. That's where we're going, to the archive. Anything in here? Apart from more fiends. Nothing there, yes. And also, that looks like it was made to display some sort of holy relic. On it is a message. On it is a message I can't read. On it a message is written. Those without faith shall be doomed to wander these depths forever. Okay, I'm screwed. I ain't got faith in nothing. Nothing up there. Can you read all these books, Rachel, and determine that there's nothing useful in them? Whoa. Wow. Was not expecting that. Interesting move. I think I dodged and then immediately went for the triangle. We're done. A little bit slow there, but we did enter hero mode. Right, there are some weird paintings upstairs. I mean, I've been told there aren't any golden scarabs in this chapter, so we're either coming back from them later as Ryu, or something's up. I don't think I can get up there as much as I want to.
In an age when chaos ruled all, the bloodlines of all the ancient tribes were mixed, and their traits were passed on to the fiends. Then there were the twin fiend sisters, Nike, fiend of destruction, and Ishtaros, fiend of creation. The bloodline they began invited the awakening of an entire new race of fiends. Those who have awakened to become fiends may only find freedom in death. Only in death.
That's convenient. That's it? Alright. This content must have been much worse than I remember. Legendary Hunter is the equivalent of Master Ninja, so that's fine. No problem there. Chapter 6, The City of Fiends. You're starting the bar. Tyron is full of mysteries, strange creatures called fiends, and Rachel the Fiend Hunter. Yeah, those breasts are a mystery to me. However, Ryu still has no clues to the whereabouts of Doku. If you wish to follow Doku, first investigate the monastery. It is located in Thwoku district, across the drawbridge. We were just there. Right, so I believe there are 3 scarabs in this chapter, which means I need to take it easy. I need to find them. We do not have an ambush on this chapter nor the next. But we do have 3 scarabs in this chapter and 6 scarabs in the next chapter. That's concerning. Just making sure about the ambushes. Yep, 6 and 7, no ambushes. So I think 8 is where we go down into the graveyard, or some sort of weird circular structure where there's a lot of undead creatures. That didn't want to go down there yet. I want to check behind that ladder because I expect there to be something there. There is not. I actually didn't mean to do that. I thought that might have been an invisible wall. Hey, fellas. There we go. I don't want that healing, but at the same time I want this time if I can get it. Trying to do flying swallows and it's not really working. I don't have enough time for this now. Oh. Close. That's annoying. I didn't actually think I could jump off there. I think we can go back up manually though, if that makes sense. Map of Thwoku. We were just looking at that. I'll take that potion, thank you very much. That roll attack is just a standard light attack. All I'm doing is I'm inputting a direction before I do it, or at the same time. Oh wow. So if I do the same with heavy, that's an immediate launch. Otherwise I have to do that to launch. Lies heavy. Direction heavy is an immediate launch, and then I assume I can just go straight into the Izuna drop or whatever else. Azure Dragon followed by basically all of that Blade of Nurti or Izuna drop. I assume that works. And maybe if I'm good enough, I'll get to check it out. I don't think it'll happen though. Hey fellas. Right, well we got part of it off. Not the full combo though, there's more. Oh wait, there's more. Right, let's test it. Yep. So we can launch with us. Basically skipping ahead in the combo and then immediately go into a Izuna drop. Really? Alright, I think this is where we started. Although the camera spins me like that, I'm going to get lost. That one we could also not pick up. And then I jumped off the side here. So I was looking at the save point and thinking, that's interesting that it's actually rendering the save points like it's one consistent zone. And it totally is. Oh, hey. Heavy attack on a grounded enemy does that sort of down stab. I believe that is an instant kill. Regardless of what you're up against, you can do that down stab. That's a kill. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here, unless I can get behind the bar, maybe. At this point, I think we have to go... Oh. More? I just took you assholes out, come on. Come on. Yeah, flying swallow is the way to go here, I think. That works too. I don't know if I missed out on the previous chapter or not. I have brought a legendary weapon to Tyron, a weapon known only by a select few. I have hidden it in a dark alley, in a location where only a ninja will be able to reach it. I suggest that you find it and make use of it. I suggest that you understand that I've already got that weapon and stop bugging. Get another one of these nooks. Should I be concerned about that? Talking about that thing there, to be very clear. There's one under the clock tower, and I don't know if that's anything to be concerned about. I'm being told to go to Dwoku, but I'd much rather check out the little key first. What's behind door number Lily? Should I skip that? Apologies. Probably should have gone for the Izuna drop there. I will down. Just so I can hit that guy. Nice. Okay, that is where I need to go. I thought that the bridge led towards the monastery, but no, we are going the correct direction. And this way should also loop back and take me to that path leading to that chest that I saw in the previous chapter. Where am I going? Am I going up? Take that as a yes. Damn it. You're getting dropped. And just go after whoever is in range of this. Never mind. Maybe? No. Close. Alright, so... there should be doors to my right. There's possibly areas above me as well. I can go... no, I can't go that way. What am I looking at there? Okay, so these little nooks on the bottom right of the map are these little things here. They lead nowhere. There should be a door on my right coming up. I think I will use that. I don't know if I could use that door. If I can, and if it's one-way path, I'll get out of here. If it's a one-way path, I'll load. Although it looks like that's got a symbol on it as well, so it's likely I can't use that yet. A horse or a Pegasus, perhaps? The door is locked. On the lock, there is a Pegasus symbol. So that's going to take me... really? You already take out 2 of these things. This must need either a different strategy or a different weapon. I refuse to believe you can take out 2 of these things in 15 seconds based on what I've seen outside Hans Bar. Right, we came from this way, I think. We were just there. The drawbridge is up. There must be a switch to lower it somewhere. Yeah, it's behind the door with Pegasus key, so... I assume we need to go through that brightly coloured doors to the left. Loading screen during a battle, really? Oh. I've just got to get better at fighting in general, I think. I'm good with the launch move, and that's about it. Right, we need a heavier weapon to break that. Can I break that with one of my other weapons? Maybe the Luna or something else? I do not know. So we saw that chest earlier. Is that the Pegasus key? It is. Did I see this earlier? No, I'm thinking of the one beyond that green barrier there, which presumably is what I need to break down using the Warhammer, if I get that later. Not that I would know that, because I haven't looked at the trophy guide at all. Yeah, I don't imagine for a moment we can break it down with this. Dang. Yeah, I need to try some new weapons. Let me continue grinding with the Dragon Sword. The key of Pegasus, no doubt, is a key with a symbol of Pegasus on it. key in the shape of the mythical winged horse. Good to know. That's going to lower the drawbridge. Does that raise it? It does. Now, what's the purpose of that? Why would I want that raised? I'm not sure yet. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake here by putting it back down. I can't skip this, which is terrible. Arrows. I'm concerned that I've run through many rooms and I've yet to see a single scarab. Come on. Getting fucked up. Yeah, while this impo's going, I can't really do anything. Like, I sure can do a flying swallow or whatever, but I can't approach enemies and use normal combos because the fire just knocks them back. Not that. Alright, well this looks very familiar. This path will be blocked off. No, it won't. This gate is down now. Right, speaking of scarabs, that's one. There's two more. I don't know where they are. That's two. What the hell, game? Come on. And that's my own fault for putting them away. Okay, that door's locked, so I do need to go around to the area where Rachel was blocked off. How are you doing, fellas? How is that first dude not dead? Hit him with a full combo in the air and he did not go down. Alright, so that's two scarabs. Where is the third? In this area as well? So I don't suppose you're here? You are. Can I improve my sword, please? Found more scarabs. I brought you 3, that brings us up to 8. That is correct. There is one more on this mission. I can't upgrade the nunchucks. Again. Please. I would love to find a save point at the end of this path, but I don't think it'll be there. There's got to be more than that. Oh, okay. So much healing. Right, I'm not going to get this one. And then you expect me to take out 3 in this time period. Let's get this going. So I can give you 30 seconds to take out these 3, and then 10 seconds to take out the next 3. I do not understand it. So I imagine there's going to be a key here at the end of this fight. So I don't remember these enemies being the original Ninja Gaiden either. I'm getting my shit pushed in. Once again, thank you for the dodge. Didn't want that, but if I didn't get it, I'll be dead. Final boss? No. No, no, no. If this is final boss, I'm loading. Yeah, I'm holding block. Those sound effects are very underwhelming. Two of them. 3 of them. Oh. That looks bad. Might as well use this, even though these are fire beings and using fire on them is probably not the right call. But I have seen that I'm going to need to grind Nimpo usage to get certain trophies, so I may as well do that while I'm in hero mode, if I remember.
Not bad. So what exactly are you? You're much more powerful than just a human.
I'm someone with small breasts.
My strength comes from training, not from some curse in my blood.
Are you so sure of that? I was convinced once that my blood was pure. But then I saw what my pure blood was capable of. I watched as my twin sister was cursed and twisted into a greater fiend. Now I know the path I walk is narrow.
Doku.
He led her down the path of evil, and she succumbed.
She's not even moving.
Pitiful beings, destined to live forever, slaves to the forces of evil. And there's only one way to release them.
To kill them.
That's why I became a hunter. To kill my sister. To kill Alma. Beneath this monastery, there is...
Alright, so I'm going to load, I think. I've got a feeling I have to cut its tentacles from memory. And then we can just go in and go ham. so bad at this. Just learning at the moment. Trying to hit the Nimpo. Never mind, I've healed. I'll get off there already. So this boss doesn't look too hard, I just need to keep my distance and not do what I'm doing right now. Hack down to tentacles from distance and then go in. Yeah, I'll load this. I need that scarab.
Was that a fiend as well?
I've never seen one like that before. Something strange. So many of them.
Ayane, running errands for Mirai again, I see.
The boldness of the fiends is the work of the Dark Dragon. It is a cursed blade, bestowing an unfathomable strength on those wicked enough to wield it. As we speak, its power is growing.
That would explain the stirring in my blood.
Blood. It dominates all humankind, assisted by the power of the fiends.
Ayane, take care of Rachel.
Understood.
Ryu! I've heard there's a hidden path under the monastery that leads to the Emperor's palace. Doku will also be there.
We're loading that.
Gamoth. So the Dark Dragon grows in power with each killing.
Of that there is no doubt, my excellency.
Then I have arrived just in time.
Yes, my excellency. As always, I provide you with only the most reliable information.
The blade grows stronger and faster than I had expected.
The Emperor, who may or may not be someone else, but that's a spoiler. I've got to load that and I've got to find the other scarab. Is that Master Ninja? It is nice. Need to do better. Going into the monastery where Rachel was located. Alright, let's load that. So we know where two of the scarabs are. I'm not sure about third. Is there any reasons to drop the drawbridge? Not that I can see at this point. Again, the bow might be a good choice here. In the same way that we dismounted the horses in Chapter 2, maybe we need to do the same here. Might as well. Get it back immediately. So let's go this way and grab the web. Where am I going? Through the door. Where's the door? Door is somewhere here. There you are. That will do. I suppose there's a way I can get over there. Up there, I don't think so. What is this? I've been here. We originally came from down there, we climbed up here. That sound effect threw me. I thought I heard something ringing. We good? Very nice. Are we good now? Just making sure he's dead. Run along the wall, jumps from another wall, keep running to reach higher areas. This is the continuous wall running technique. Practice until you have perfected it. Yeah, you've seen me, chat. From this, there's no blue line to guide us. Lovely block. Kills made with the Azuna drop don't count towards kills to the dragon swords, so I need to do more aerial combos in general and not Azuna drops. The thing is, the Azuna drop is good at clearing an area. Really? Right, let's UT these two. If I can. Took so much damage there. Alright, so where would the Scarab be? The only new areas we have are beyond the Lily Door, which is where we are now, and Han's Bar. I'm tempted to go all the way back to the bar and just see if I've missed something. I think I have. From memory, I think there is something there. And again, I don't believe we have a way of breaking that wall just yet. I wish we did, but I don't think we do. No point going down there. Can I go up here? It wants me to go this way now. I will oblige just so I can grab those two scarabs. But I need to find a third. I think I'll go back to the bar. I'll backtrack through the Lily Passage, obviously, and just make sure that I'm not missing anything in plain sight. One. Yeah, I may as well just use Flying Swallow when I'm in this mode. Not much point doing anything else. So here we have one scarab there, and then there's going to be a second scarab on our left as we go down here, towards the dead end. Just here. Where's the third? I don't think I missed it towards the boss battle. If I did, I'm going to be supremely upset. Let me check the lily path, but if I don't see it, I think what I'll do is I'll just look it up. It's either that or I go back to Hans Bar and search for it, and if I don't find it there, I'm looking it up anyway. I can't jump off the sides here as much as I want to. Let's ignore that path. We've been down there a few times. Save here. I'm definitely not going to get the time bonus for this. At best, I can get the Ninpo bonus, and maybe they'll give me Master Ninja. Heading on. That's where we picked up the key. Come back for that potion if I need it. Oh, I forgot about the counterattacks. Oh, god damn it. But the timing is incredibly strict. It's maybe 2 or 3 frames, I think. Alright, so that's the Lily Key, which means... unless it's in that area, the scarab has to be in Hans Bar. There's my voice. So I thought I explored that area pretty thoroughly. Oh, go away. I'm not interested. It looks like Han has everything on hand to mix up a tasty drink. I'm not sure what follow-ups I've got to my counterattacks. I can block, I can counter, but if I then push buttons, not much happens. There's no scarab there. There's no scarab here, that's just going to take me back to the roof. Alright, looking up the guide. I do not know where they are. Well, I know where two of them are, but I don't know where the third one is. Scarab number 7 is... Where the hell is that? Is that near the key of Pegasus? It is. That's surprisingly well hidden, game. Worst part about this is the next chapter has 6 of these fucking things. Where am I? I'm lost. Yeah, I've really could be mashing light as soon as I do the counterattack. And that's the opposite of what I should be doing to initiate the counterattack. If you mash, you don't get it. That is complex. Right, so apparently it's above me. I think. It's up there. That's brutal. Wow. Took me out of the mid-air combo. Right, so if I can get him airborne like that, do I have to release block? No. If I do the heavy counter, we get airborne like that, but I don't believe I have a follow-up. Unless the follow-up is light attack. Best part about this is, if I miss this, I have to go all the way back around and fight those enemies again. And these two. Trying for a... damn it. Trying for a heavy counter. Yeah, I've got no follow-up to that. I can't do a slash in any direction. Right, it is here. That's not actually that hard to see. Fuck. Yeah, I've got to do that and then that. And then just be careful not to fall off the side or do an additional kick. Right, we're done. Make a save here, even though it's not really necessary. Really? Fuck me, fellas. Just making sure he's dead. Alright, let's take out the boss and move on to chapter 7. Yeah, look at this, we get 25 seconds for these three. And then for the next three, you get like 10, 12. It's like the game's like, get good, immediately. That didn't kill either of you, wow. I think I'm getting better at counterattacks, but I think that's more to do with me learning how they attack versus me actually improving in general. These two though, holy shit. Fucking wow. I think bow is a good choice here. Or maybe a more offensive based Ninpo. Or maybe just hero mode. Right, so if I use Ninpo here, does that actually consume one of my meter? Find out shortly, I guess. Just trying to pick up that essence, game wouldn't let me. Yeah, game's auto-dodging for me and I don't like it. I'd rather be forced to use my potions and learn how to do this properly. This one. Alright, we've still got both of our Nimpos, that's good. Alright, boss time. So I'm guessing I just flying swallow both of these dudes.
So what exactly?
Both these dudes, both these tentacles. And otherwise just keep my distance, maybe use the bow on them. I vaguely remember the attack that I'm using there, just jumping and doing a light attack being good. You can skip his last phase. Interesting. Alright, on to chapter 7. Looking for six scarabs, use my words, and we do not have an ambush on this chapter. Just give me a moment, just checking something. Alright, Chapter 7, The Monastery. It is said that there is a secret path leading to the Palace of Zarkhan underneath the Dwarku Monastery. 4 potions, which I do not have the room for, so I keep abusing hero mode. Although to be fair, the guide does say you need to do this for the platinum, so it's really the guide's fault, chat. It's not my fault that I suck. The guide is telling me I have to suck in order to get the platinum. Oh my god. These fire shurikens are ridiculous. How are you not dead? Hang on, how are you not dead? I did a down stab like that when you were on the ground and that didn't kill you. What the actual hell? Not happy. E-Manon, how you doing? Was it the Riddler? I do not understand that reference, unless you're referring to something I said 5 seconds ago, in which case I don't remember what I said 5 seconds ago. We've been here. I know where to go. God damn it! Do we have helicopters already? Not quite. So these are just bad, really. I'll get out of here. Got anything nice for me? Right, we have a total of 9. That is correct. At the end of this chapter, we should be at 15. I need to find 6 in this chapter. It's going to end very poorly. Nothing new there. Which armlet do I have equipped? The moon. That is attack power. Oh, that's defense. I mean, if I need to get into hero mode to pop this trophy, then defense is a bad thing, I think. Oh, hell. How about thee? I can barely see that attack being telegraphed. Getting the counter attack on that is really hard. Much rather do that. The counter attack on that is bullshit. What's he holding today? Hey Rachel, you missed this. Can we unlock this? Unlock the door, can now be opened from both sides. We can go outside. Oh, really? Lovely miss. Alright, so we've just been here. We went down that path to get to the boss battle. We've been down there. This gate is now open. There were 2 scarabs along that path. I think at this point we have to check out the monastery. A crow looks sus. Also, speaking of YouTube, how is YouTube looking? We're still live on YouTube, that's good. Hello, YouTube. Might as well. That's here. Not sure if I can launch them. I mean, launching is somewhat redundant given that they're floating, but you know what I mean. I don't know if I can get Ryu into the state where he's battling in midair, and then we can do the Azuna drop or whatever. Like that. I'm not even sure what the hell hit me there. But if they're coming out of the ground, I can recognize that and get the counterattack off like that. Or not. Same thing. The altar is red. From memory, I think there's a path down there. And that takes us down into the... I want to say the Bone Horde, but that is a thief thing. That book. It looks like Ryu can read. And we have a battle ahead, and then after that we can get in there and grab that first golden scarab. Hey fellas. I did try going for the Azuna drop there, but I might have fucked up the last input. Come on. It's like that. Yeah, I can't Azuna drop these guys. That was definitely the right combo, and it did not work. Door has been unlocked. Alright, so what have we here? Some very suspicious looking books. The History of Vigor 2. I ain't reading all that. The History of Vigor 1. This is a puzzle, isn't it? I'll read them in a moment. So I have to put these in some kind of order. The Emperor, Lord of all creation. The Vigor Emperor is the figurehead of the commoners, and his absolute authority as the holy leader of our Vigorian order cannot be denied. He controls all, physical and ethereal, regardless of time or place. Is he from North Korea by any chance? That's one. Incendiary Shuriken, we've seen that. It's highly effective. Especially against me. Stone Tablet Rice, that's the second pass, okay. We'll have to go all the way back there. We can go further up. That looks like another scarab. That's 2 of 6. And that's terribly depressing. I wish I had a way of breaking that, but I don't. I don't know whether I'm supposed to have something yes, or whether that's New Game Plus, or whether that will just naturally break later as we progress through the game. I suspect it's the latter. Right, what the hell do we pick up here? We picked up a bunch of dank lore. Ever since, these monsters have come to be known as fiends. The majority of them are mutations of human beings existing in a condition of living without a soul due to their corruption by evil. However, the extraordinary power of the fiends is incomparable to that of humans. In fact, the highest level of fiends exists in a state that can only be described as having transcended physical boundaries of form. Looking back through the pages of history, it is quite probable that many of the most powerful members of the Vigorian ruling class in fact belong to this classification. That's disturbing. It is not surprising, then, that the fiends have been seen as gods. It is said that sometimes fiends may rise up from dead bodies. In fact, there were many monks from the Vigor order during the Middle Ages who laboured for years to recreate this phenomenon. Jesus. The vast majority of records dealing with the fiends date from the Middle Ages or earlier. During recent times, the fiends have greatly decreased in numbers, so much so that for a member of the general Vigorian public to come into contact with a fiend has become an extremely rare occurrence. Rachel is just special. Hi Star, how you doing? Hope you're ready for the boss? Nah, Alma's on chapter 9. That's what I've read anyway. I could be wrong. Plus, I'm playing on Hero Mode, and Hero Mode is basically baby's first Ninja Gaiden. Where am I going? It's telling me to go upstairs. I've missed something there. So, how you doing, dude? Thanks for dropping in. I'm being told to go up here. Then further up, I found that. There was nothing here. Is there no way through here? Oh. Yeah, okay. The crack looks like it can be widened with a strong impact. I don't have a diabler or whatever that's saying. Or small explosion. Yeah, that I can do. Damn it. I'm not playing on a high difficulty because the platinum says that I need to enter hero mode 100 times. And that can only be done on the easiest baby difficulty. Also, I haven't played this game in like 20 years and I suck at it, so I need to relearn how to play it. Come on. So try and do that, but okay, fine. Interesting, I can get the UT off, but I can't hit him in the air. Not particularly well, anyway. There's Scarab number 3. I want to get off these shurikens. The monk's room is the objective, so let's backtrack. Yeah, don't worry, we'll be playing on higher difficulties very shortly. And by that I mean once I've completed this first playthrough, got some experience under my belt, maybe picked up an upgrade or two. We'll switch over to normal mode, I think, and then hard mode, and then very hard mode, and then Master Ninja. I don't believe we need to play all of the difficulties, use my words, but I need to do some research into that. Nothing over there. Alright. I have to check them all because there could be a Life of the Gods or some other form of collectible in there. We're in the monk's room. But there's no monks in here. A diary written by a monk. It is the 27th day of the 12th month. I have received the Book of the Eons as a birthday gift from His Majesty the Emperor. It is a great honor. I shall place it in the safe so that no one will take it. At the end of the entry, there are some notes reading left, right, right, left. Yeah, I couldn't possibly imagine how to solve this puzzle. How on earth is this going to... I've got no idea. A safe. It can be opened by dialing the correct combination. Really? Alright, let me swap my controller. What on earth is the combination, chat? I've got no idea. I have no idea. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Come on, game. We have Book of the Eons. Is it good reading? 1 moment. I'm just trying to read this book, fellas. Can you leave me in peace? Really? Take that. I want to be clear, that was completely accidental. Nice. Yeah, I think once my guard gets broken, I immediately have to dodge. Very nice. Wrong button. I'll get it right eventually. That might be a valuable. It is. On part of a stone tablet, there is another who travels the paths formed in the bowels of the earth by dragons. Those must be the teleporter things. Book of the Eons. On the cover is a message. On the cover, a message is written. Not is a message written. Offer up this book on the altar. The stair will open leading to the Hall of Eons. Awesome. Where can I save my game? Chilly air can be felt from below. Could this be related to the underground passage that Rachel spoke about? Alright, so I imagine we're going back downstairs. Yeah, that's highlighted now. I'm not going to go there, yes, I'm going to go outside and make a save and then swap my controller. Fortunately, we can take a shortcut down here. Trying to counter all those attacks and getting nothing. Fucking hell. Really? The camera in this game is dog shit. You ask me why I don't like Bayonetta? This is it. You're looking at it right here. But those guys aren't too hard. I just need to know when to strike and when to dodge. Also when to block. Alright, let's get out of here. Make a save. Has the YouTube stream died yet? It has not. Excellent. BRB. Did anything happen while I was gone? I think an ad may have been playing. 1 moment, just gonna put the controller there. I need to do that. Controller has been swapped. Alright, let's get back to it. We are looking for 3 more scarabs before we complete this chapter. It's a shame I can't see the counter on the left. Showing the individual, like, encounter details, timing and whatnot, because that clearly said how many kills I've made. And that's actually useful information. Like, knowing exactly when these guys go down, but I can concentrate on a different target is useful info. But we don't get it here. Oh, nice teleport. Alright, let's place the Book of Eons on the altar. Ryu? It took a very long time to do that. It's almost like that was a load time. Is this asking for nunchucks? I've got a feeling it is. They're not ghost fishies, but they're just as bad. Right, that's 4 scarabs. More incendiary shuriken on that guy. Another healing potion. Map of the underground cemetery. I thought that was the next chapter because I thought there was an ambush. We're in the trap passage. Babel speakers, I vaguely remember that. Sealed floor plate. We're heading to the ritual room, but I don't know if we're going to get down there on this chapter. We're in the Corridor of Doom, where I think we know what's coming up. And I don't think Hero Mode's going to save me. Hell. Start running. Don't stop running. Really? Give me this angle. Okay, that's bad. I got a war on that. Get up. Alright, I don't think I'm surviving this. Already? Okay, fine. And people say Ninja Gaiden is a good game and Mighty Number 9 is a bad game. Just saying. I can use swallow to move faster. I'll think about it. Also possibly do the, no, I can't do the roll move here. I cannot do, reverse wind and then jump to move faster. It's my normal way of getting around. Alright, I'll make a save, but it's going to be on a new slot. Hopefully I've not missed Scarab. Otherwise I'm replaying that. Yeah, I've definitely got some memories of this room and this tomb in general. I remember the ambush. But it's not on this chapter very clearly. That's where we came from. I can't recall if that thing comes to life or not. I think it does. I'm not sure how to handle these, apart from just taking the hits. Nothing up there. Come on! Take that. Come on. It's the only guy there. Just face him and do downstab, pretty please. Right, so where am I now? I wish I'd looked at the map before I dropped. So on the left-hand side we have the first room, then we follow the Corridor of Doom all the way down here. And now I'm having trouble interpreting what I'm looking at, where I came from, what I'm doing, etc. We've just come down a long way, so I'm thinking let's try going back up. Potential path down. Something here. An old, decrepit altar. It must have been actively used for worship in the past, but now it is covered with a thick film of dust. That's where we came from. So if we go this way... Wasn't trying to do that. Is this... I have no idea where I am. Is that where I dropped? No, the shaft is there. I see, so I came down this spiral here. We made that jump. Yep, we used that pole, jumped over there, then went down this spiral directly ahead of me, and then we dropped down that passage with the 2 torches down to the lower level, and now I've climbed back up. Cool. Have I learned anything? Absolutely not. The fossilized remains of some ancient animal. I can't read. The fossilized remains of some ancient animal. Who would put such a thing here? Or perhaps it was already here, and the builders of this place dug around it. That thing's gonna come to life, I know it. I don't remember it, but I know it. Can I see anything here? I don't see any scarabs, so I assume I don't need to be up here. Oops. That's self, do not touch that button. Yeah, we were looking from there a moment ago, I think. Not really seeing the points of why this place is designed like this. Morphines? No. Okay. Let's continue going down. Really? Alright, fine. The hell? This looks really bad. So these things are surprisingly resilient. I can't do the standard aerial combo against these guys. They're very hard to target. I don't see the last one at all. Alright, that leads down out of here. Where's the last one? Alright, that's 5. Found that by accident. And I would have found it at some point anyway, but you know. This room is annoying. Just wanted to absorb it. Come on. Right. Annoying as hell, and all I'm trying to do now is get back up, and I'm struggling. Is there any way up here? I don't think there is, unless... Okay, there's a chest there, I've got to go for that. I'm not leaving here without that chest. It's probably just a potion, but it could be a Life of the Gods or Life of the Thousand Gods, I don't know, but I have to find out. Fuck. Right, let me just delay that a little bit, and then that should get me up there. So I can totally get up there now without needing the backflip. Go figure. I know I can do it. It's not hard. I hate my life so much. Worth it. I believe we're at 8. Correction, we're at 7. Nothing up there. I did not believe for a second that I could make that jump. Possibly make it up there though. At this point, I'm going to accept that I don't think there's anything up there. If I'm wrong, so be it. So, I'm going to make a save over this one. Heading towards the sealed floor place. We're in the same room. We are. Interesting hitbox. Need one more. I'll take that. Still nothing new here. Can't examine that thing. We can leave this place, sir. A giant chain is connected to the plate at the bottom of the shaft. It is constructed so that the plate can be lifted by winding the chain. The chain looks old and brittle, but the sheer size of it means that it can't be easily severed. Oh, just fuck off already. Buttons. That's what I want to push. Nice. Next. Stop hitting me! It's my own fault for not blocking, but you know. I assume I need to go down here now. There's our 6. They're all pretty much in plain sight. Spirit of the Devils, nice. I'll use that immediately because that is score at the end of the chapter. Valuables, no items. 1,000 gods. More health, always useful. Spirits of the Devils, yes please. And hope that I can refill that as we're killing enemies. If not, I'll use a potion. I see, we're headed down a ladder. And that's going to take us to that massive green area, which I'm terrified may contain an enemy whose name rhymes with, what rhymes with armor, chat? I don't know. Either way, I'm scared that someone whose name rhymes with armor might be in there. I thought it was the next chapter though, or maybe even chapter 9. Take that. Just making sure there's no essence around the place. Right. Yeah, I'll use that. Going down. A giant switch is embedded in the floor of the shaft. A strong impact with a weapon should be able to depress it. Oi! These guys are surprisingly nimble. And I don't like it. I don't deserve that, but fine. Another potion, I'm sure. No, the Vigorian Flail. Another weapon which I'm not using. I've got to check out these other weapons at some point. Trophies demanded. Yeah, the nunchucks or the flail is probably the way to go here, isn't it? That's Nimpo, that's good. Come on. Another miss. Centipede boss. I remember this music. No, I don't remember this. I remember fighting lots of these guys in an ambush. This might not be the final boss yet. Okay, these guys are chunky. Oh, okay, I remember that move. And there's nothing I can do but wait it out, which sucks because we can get stun locked like this. Well, it's not quite stun locked, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so we've got this fight, and then you've got an ambush in the next chapter where you're fighting tons of these things in one room. Trying to do a 4-hit combo, not a 3-hit combo game. But it's my own fault. My input's wrong. Trying to do that. Jesus, didn't even see that one. Right. Might as well do that, get some hits in. No essence, really? Okay. Once again, I remember UT spam being the order of the day there. We have the Holy Grail. Never heard of it. Yeah, hero mode unfortunately trivializes much of this game. A Holy Cup, once used for ceremonial purposes, it still gives off a fine glow. More. Alright, let's heal. And try and get out of here in one piece. Yeah, UT spam is definitely the way to go here. Kill one, and then you just get the UT going. Like that. And you just keep it up. Not like that. Oops. Couldn't tell if he was attacking or dying. Really? Little framey there, game. Jesus. That was definitely a frame rate drop right there. Okay, so fighting my way out of here is going to be problematic, and I might actually die here. I don't want to heal just yet. Very framey. Yeah, I need to enter hero mode 100 times, and I need to learn how to play this game, damn it. I'm not learning much about the bosses, though, in hero mode. Stop moving. Damn it. Wasn't trying to do that, but that's fine. Get over here. I thought that killed him, not gonna lie. Damn it. It's hard to see that sweep attack. It's got very little telegraph to it. More than anything, my sword just feels weak. Is it just me, or... This is with the armlet equipped. Damage armlet. Alright, it really wants me to hit that. I'm not going to hit this timer, but it's fine. Oh, come on. More. Oh. Archer first. Really? I'd use an impo, but I need to score. Well, I don't really need to score, but I want to score. Okay, never mind, let me use it now. I don't think I can hit that one unless I can teleport through the chain. Okay, nice. Unfortunate. So I think we've got archers above us, so I'm not going to get time regardless. No? Okay. Cool. Yeah, if I had more guts, I'd check out some of the other weapons. How many? Oh, God. Yeah, there's got to be a quicker way of taking them out. Either with a different weapon that does more damage, or I'm just missing something here. So that one respawned. Yeah, I've got memories of this. I definitely have memories of this. Not good memories. I can't flying swallow them because we can potentially go over like that. I really don't want a Nimpo. Do I have to Nimpo? It just takes one hit, we get knocked down here, and then that first enemy resets. Just like that. You can see him spawning there. That's the problem here. I don't recall whether you just make a run for it, or whether you just have to get good. I suspect you just have to get good. Waiting for that guy in the background to shoot me. He's not shooting at me. Come on. It's like a multi-hit attack. It is brutal. Bro, get out of here. Let's make a save here. I'm pretty sure I'm fighting that skeleton, which is going to come to life. Again, it's been a while. Fuck out of here. Oh god, we're going to climb this room. Have I made a mistake? That's telling me yes. Alright, I've screwed something up. I shouldn't be up here. And yes, we had time battles when we were going in this direction, so... Oh god. I have made a save, so I can make my way back here easily if need be. Where am I going? Where do you want me to go, game? I'm pretty certain I was just here. It's telling me to climb the ladder, go up to the top there, and then... At this point, I'm not sure. Let me load that. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going now. Let me load. I'll try going up, but I'm not sure. I saw the circle downstairs and I thought, okay, maybe I have to go there, but I think it's the opposite. I think it's saying, no, you have to go up this ladder from downstairs and then keep going upstairs. Yeah, I'm going up here, pointing towards it, and then from there I need to go back up through this room. I tried going up through this room though, and it ended poorly. So there has to be a quick, easy, simple path here that I can traverse, which does not require any skill whatsoever. Go that way, we can go up here. Then what? Go this way. I could go that way, maybe? It's a hell of a horizontal leap, though. No, that's not happening. So we see we can go this way. I make that jump? I don't think so. Nah. Where am I going? I assume I have to get out of here. Fuck. Jumping controls in this game are so fucking awkward. You can do it. I know you can do it. You've done it many times before. Oh my fucking god. This game hates me. Yeah, I assume we're going out there. But how do I get up there? I'm trying to do an early jump off that and nothing's happening, so I don't think that's the way to go. I think I have to go this way. Can I really go that way, maybe? Yeah, okay. Alright, final boss time. Not yes. Ah, we're placing the growl here. Got us. Gotta be honest, I don't remember this thing. Although I do vaguely remember those projectile attacks. Yeah, I'm gonna jump that. Jump that twice. Pop like that. Trying to block that, but okay. That grab. Hopefully that's not a command grab. Dang. It wore off at exactly the wrong time. Okay, fourth one's coming down. Oops, got to roll there. How much damage is that? That's a lot. Holy shit, that's half health. Just gotta wait for him to bring down the correct claw and then... Nearly. Just trying to dodge the entire time there and I only dodged at the last possible second due to the input animations. Right, so I've lost my Talisman of Rebirth. Also, that looks ominous. YouTube is still working. I think we'll do one more chapter and then call it quits for tonight. Chapter Race. Alma, race a fiend. Fuck. A Rachel chapter? Really? Fun moments. Yeah, no scarabs, so it must be a Rachel chapter. There is an ambush on this one, which I need to find. Rachel continues searching for her sister in Vigor's capital. She is suddenly confronted by an inhuman form. Alma, the greater fiend, finally makes her appearance. I'll just go back this way, please, and make a save first. Yeah, I realised what you said now, iStar. I was on Chapter 7, which in the standard game, the non-Sigma version, means that there's 2 chapters missing, which means that we are fighting Alma. Hey, fellas. Nice. Kill him. Look at that. Alright, so it looks like that regardless of hero mode or anything, if I do the flip and there's essence, it is an automatic suck. Which, I'm okay with that. This path is still closed. Where am I going? Like if I do a flip now, I'm not holding triangle there, it's just happening. Normally you have to hold triangle to suck in the essence like that, but I'm doing the flip and then tapping triangle for the heavy attack, and it's bringing the essence in automatically. Alright, we're going back to Tyron, we're going to the drawbridge. Hopefully Ryu left it down, just saying. What's he holding? You missed that. He's like, oh, these arrows. Let me pick those out of his body. Let me just completely ignore the restorative life potion that may save my life later on. Yeah, I think we'll just get this mission done and then call if it's not. Got a busy day tomorrow. Damn. An attempt was made. Can't see shit. One down. Two down. Yeah, I need to look up some combos with this thing, I think. Light, slice, heavy, heavy looks good. That one. Blades of Ouroboros. This spell fuses the powers of flame and lightning to create rays of light that cut through enemies like blades. So that is her Nimpo. Okay, we are making our way towards the palace to Zarkan. And look at this. I need to check the other path for the ambush, but we know what we can do here. Well, I do. Not sure about you. Hopefully you do, because you're smarter than me. Oh my god, I'm getting my shit pushed in. These are all shit pushed in. Right. Open sesame. What was in here? Wasn't worth it. Unlock the door. It can now be opened from both sides. And that's going to take me back to somewhere very early on here. I'm tempted to just look up the location of the ambush, do it, and then go to bed. Let's play normally for a bit. Still don't know about that skull key. Okay, here's the ambush. Found us. That was easy. Oh, I can't see shit. Look how quickly that happened. Blink and you'll miss it. Nice. Well, it wasn't a kill, so not all that nice, really. Nice. She's got some decent interrupts, but I just suck at this game so much. As we'll use a Nimpo while hero mode is up. It's quite powerful. I don't even know how that hit me. I was blocking. That turn is ridiculous. And her counter looks like it might be an omnidirectional counter. Like it counter those fiends, the smaller ones that hit the large dude. Did not see you coming. That might be it. It is nice. I don't know if there's a trophy for using sorceries as Rachel. I might as well grind some out. So I might actually die here if I'm not careful, so I'm going to heal in a moment. Unless one of these guys wants to give me health right now. What's a heavy counter like? Anyone else? Nope, that's it. Absolute mess. I've got so much to learn. We know what that does. More Nimpo or more sorcery? Alright, so... Is there any point to exploring the rest of the map here, or do I just proceed to the exit? Door stands firmly shut. That's probably my answer right there. That's the game saying, no, you moron, you can't go that way. Play the game like a normal person. Play the game like we made Sigma. Make it streamlined, remove all of the backtracking and stuff like that. Like, for example, there's barbed wire here, which stops you from going in that direction. We want you to follow a very specific path, and you wasting time trying to go down other areas is a waste of your time and the audience's time. Stop doing that. Really? Alright, you're dead. Can't believe that. That shadow. I think I said that last night as well. Can I reach that chest? The chest is respawned, which makes me think yes. Plus, we can hear the rats. You good for this, Rachel? No. I thought there was something very good in there. Can't go that way, and I'm not even going to try. God, I'm still salty about that. Yeah, I don't think Rachel can get up there. Put it this way, she can. I can't see a way of doing it. Clock tower. What was that? That's also locked off. We're not going to the bar. Some of that. Right, now there was another area that we could break. I think it's on the ground floor. Near the stone circle. Let me just make sure there's no one lurking up here. Like spider clans or whatever. At this rate, I'll probably pop hero mode or the trophy on the next stream. Earrings of Fortune. I guess that's more essence. It's better than the favorite earrings that you're wearing. Key power build up. I don't get that. I thought that the only way, use my words, holy shit. the only way you could build up ki was by drinking potions or abusing hero mode. Or abusing the Team Ninja logo. Speaking of which, where are those? 1 second, I need to see that. Thanks for finding me. There are 3 of them in chapters 4/6, got that one, 11 and 18, so we're not going to get there tonight. Chapter 11. Yeah, it's to the right there. Can I reach that somehow? I don't think so. Well, you picked up the incendiary shurikens in chapter 7. Could we have come back for that? Whatever it is, I'm sure we can pick it up later in the game. Hey, fellas. Ah, for fuck's sake, I can't even get the dodge and then the heavy attack off. The old reliable. Have at thee. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Boss battle?
So strong, so beautiful. How wonderful both of you sisters are.
Gamov. Don't remember his name.
The older one has quite a temper. Alma is such a nice and innocent girl. Lord Doku seems to be quite pleased with her.
You bastard!
It seems my evaluation was correct. As always.
How much damage does this really do? Not as much as I thought it would. Okay, I can dodge into him, flip over him, but he can counter us. Like he can get out of it. I can get a full combo off, but it's tricky. Dodging may not actually be the best choice. Oh, Jesus. Holy shit. Okay, this boss is going to be a problem. You could already see it. Christ. Is that even your final form? There she is. Yeah, I think that will do it for tonight. I do have a big day tomorrow. I need to do some cooking. I need to do a Hitman stream at some point. Not exactly sure when that'll start. So I'll play some... Why do I find Nimpo missing? Because I didn't use the potion. Doesn't matter. Still got the highest rank. I don't have a save game nearby though, so let's talk through this and I'll make a save and then I'll quit. Chapter 9, Hidden Underground. A dark, underground world leading deeper and deeper. Does the path to Zarkin truly exist? It does, but it leads to Alma. I remember that much. Eye of Horus or something? Alright, I know there's save points above me, so this cannot be opened yet, so that's an issue. This doesn't help me at all because it terminates in a dead end. Unless something has appeared. Like maybe another Lies of the Thousand Gods, or a Life of the Gods, or a scroll, or maybe a bunch of enemies. Can this be opened yet? It can, okay. So something I really should check are the scarabs. I was not expecting to be playing much in this chapter. Unfortunately, I'm not. Alright, let's call it there. How many scarabs do we have on this chapter? Let me check. Oh, fuck off. Can you folks just shut the hell up already? At least you give me a timer to work with now. Oh god. Yeah, the solution there is you take out one of the Litleys, get essence, and then use a UT to just blast your way through all those guys. Not like that. Absolutely not like that. Like that. So what surprises me a bit here is that Chapter 9 has 5 scarabs, and 3 of them are specifically marked as missable, which is implying that later in the game that I can come back here. Either way, there's 5 scarabs in this chapter. I'm not going to play this chapter. I do recall that this chapter has an ambush, which involves a lot of those guys that we just fought. I remember that much at least. So I remember getting to that room and thinking, this room will never fucking end. This was back in the Xbox days. Right, I think I'm going to call it there. Big thank you to everyone watching tonight. I don't understand why you are, but thank you. Tomorrow I need to do some cooking. I will do a Hitman stream. I'll cook a Hitman stream. Is that the right saying? I think it is. And then after that, later in the night, Christmas Eve, we'll play some more Ninja Gaiden Sigma. I'm enjoying this, but my god, I suck at it. There is so much that I have to learn about this game, relearn. I think I was reasonably decent at it back in the day, but man, I'm sucking at this. I really am. Alright, let's call it there. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day, great night, whatever it is in your part of the world. I can't speak. That's how bad I am. And yeah, look after yourselves. I'll be back online tomorrow with some Hitman and some more Ninja Gaiden Sigma. See you then.